Good day everyone. For this video, we are going to show you those proper stances in steps of marksmanship. In marksmanship, the type of stance is extremely important. The stance is the foundation upon which a shooter builds their stability, control, and accuracy when firing firearms. A proper stance can greatly enhance a shooter's ability to aim and hit their target consistently. There are several types of stances commonly used in marksmanship, such as the isosceles stance, waiver stance, and modified waiver stance. Each stance has its own advantages and is weighted for different shooting situations. So first, we have the isosceles stance, and the first proper body position is the feet, knees, hips, shoulders square to the feet or direction of travel. Second, the knees slightly bent, and the third one is bent slightly forward at the waist. The next one is the shoulders rolled forward. The other one is the arms straight with elbows and wrist locked. And the next step is the head erect. Bring the weapon to the eyes, not your head and eyes to the weapon. And the last step of the isosceles stance is the body weight resting on balls of feet, not the toes or heels. The next stance, which is the waiver stance. Stand in the interview position. The feet are approximately shoulder width apart with strong side foot slightly back. The third one is bent slightly forward at the waist. And the next step is the strong arm is slightly bent. And the other one is the support arm is sharply bent with elbow pointing straight down. And the last proper body position of waiver stance is the head erect. Bring the weapon to the eyes, not your head and eyes to the weapon. And now, let's proceed to the last stance, which is the modified waiver stance. So the first step of modified waiver stance is stand in the interview position. Second, the knees slightly bent with feet approximately shoulder width apart. Third, bent slightly forward at the waist. The next one is the strong arm is extended straight out and the elbow is locked. The other one is the support arm pulls back on the gun hand with approximately 40 pounds of pressure. And the last step of the modified waiver stance is the head erect. Bring the weapon to the eyes, not your head and eyes to the weapon.
Grip. The pistol and arm should be positioned so that a straight line runs from the muzzle of the pistol back up the arm. The finger make a natural grip around the front strap with the trigger finger index. The trigger finger should be inserted into trigger guard in a natural. The support hand fingers wrap around the strong hand, with index finger placed tightly beneath the trigger guard and must be grasping as firmly as the firing hand. Sight alignment. The relationship of the front sight to the rear sight. Perfect sight alignment places the tops of the both, the front and the rear sight level, across the top and places the front sight exactly in the center of the rear sight, as the view from the rear. Sight picture. The relationship of the target, the sighting system, and the eye. Focus on the front sight and concentrate on the smooth, even trigger pull. The rear sight and the target will be slightly out of the focus, with the front sight clearly in focus. Breath control. Prepare by deeply inhaling and exhaling several times. Then, take a deep breath or inhale, and slowly count 1 to 4 or 3. Then exhale. Trigger control. The trigger squeezes must be gentle, deliberate, and controlled. Keep the finger outside of the trigger guard area, usually pressing it against the frame above the trigger area and parallel with the barrel, until ready to fire the gun. Follow through. It is an attempt by the shooter to keep everything exactly as it was set up until the round is on its way to the target. When the shot is fired, continue pressing the trigger all the way to the rear and keep the eye on to the front side as it recoils up and comes back down into the target.